Okay, today is a very important topic that we're gonna discuss here, and it's exactly why you're not losing weight. I see in the comments all the time people saying, Lisa, I'm doing everything I can. I'm on a strict diet. I barely eat. I work out twice a day. And the workouts that I do are so hard that I come out dripping in sweat and I put so much energy into it, but for some reason, I'm just not seeing any results. I'm not losing weight. What's going on there? I don't know what to do. And I get it. You know, you guys were not born skinny like me. You don't have superpowers. You know, things don't come naturally to you. Everything has to be super hard and you have to starve yourself and work yourself into the ground with all of those hard, strenuous, exhausting workouts. And you know what I think? I think what you should do is, you know, not eating enough calories is probably not enough. I think you should commit yourself to a 5-day fast, okay? On top of those 2 workouts. Or better yet, add a 3rd workout in the middle of the day. Like you're probably working out in the morning and then in the evening. That's probably not enough. You know, you probably need to do more. You're not putting enough energy. Add 1 workout in the middle of the day around 2 or 3 p.m. I mean, studies show that that's exactly around the time when the dip hits, you know, and you want to fall asleep behind your desk. And how to counteract that is exactly to go and work out. That way, if you work out and you fast, you'll be burning off fats like no other. And that's it. You can just go and click off this video because I just pretty much summarized what you gotta do in that situation altogether. Okay, don't click off because I wasn't serious. I hope you didn't think that I was serious. I hope you didn't really think that, because this is exactly what you should not do. And on my channel, this is how we roll. We don't like to be super like rigid and super strict, and you know, I like to have fun. So hi, by the way, I'm Lisa, in case you didn't know me. I'm the founder of Better Slimmer You, and what we do here, we talk all things health and fitness, and we want it to be effortless, fun, and simple as much as possible. That's why do not take me seriously when I say crazy stuff like that, okay? Remember, if you don't see results, doing more will only make your body resist progress even more. And you will plateau, you will stall out, or you will actually start gaining weight. So you don't want that. That's why today in this video, we're gonna address certain factors that are holding you back from your weight loss efforts. And of course, give you a starting point for a new progress. First order of business, make sure to hit that thumbs up underneath the video. It helps out my channel a lot, and not to mention, I greatly appreciate it. And as always, subscribe if you're new, and let's get the show on the road. The first reason why you're potentially not losing weight, and I already touched upon it a little bit in the intro, is exactly this. You are exercising way too much. Listen, exercising on the regular is great, don't get me wrong. But pushing yourself to exercise for hours on end every single day will probably not speed up your fat burning efforts and might actually backfire. Keep this in mind. The bulk of your weight loss comes from eating less calories than you burn. But often working out feels like we can eat more. There was a study done between several groups of people, and some groups were maintaining their everyday habits just like normal, and others added exercise into their regimen and also played around with different intensity levels and all that kind of stuff. What happened was participants that added more exercise onto their regimen ended up increasing their calorie intake on top of that too. And so what happens? They ended up not losing weight overall, and the ones that didn't do that, they actually succeeded with their weight loss efforts. And I know a lot of girls are obsessed with cardio workouts. That is a very dangerous type of exercise, and like I mentioned before, you know, exercising is great, and if you want to lose weight strictly from exercising, go for it. But usually people are horrible at accurately estimating the amount of calorie burned through certain exercise. That's why, you know, it's very like, don't trust those instructors that say, oh, you just burned 800 calories dancing Zumba, or if you did that spin class, oh, you just burned 500 calories, isn't that like, no, first of all, everybody's different. It is super hard to track exactly the accurate amount of calories that your body burned through that exercise, and especially if it's generalized like that. I see also like on YouTube there are workouts saying, oh, like do this fat burning HIIT workouts and burn 700 calories, whatever. First of all, that's not true. You're not gonna burn that many calories. Or even like if you're on an elliptical, I used to do that, you know, I used to do stupid stuff like that. It's like you do this motion and then the machine shows you how much calories you're burning. It is so inaccurate. Like the calculations are so off, and a lot of the times they are 50% incorrect. Okay, so do not trust those crazy numbers. But what's worse is that after that hour of spin class, people think that now they earned their right to eat more afterwards, or go for that frappuccino at Starbucks, you know, a 600 calorie drink full of sugar. Great reward after that 1 hour of strenuous exercise. Exactly. So really you have to think about, if you are gonna go for that 600 calorie Starbucks drink right after your hour of spin class, like you're pretty much just now simply offset that entire workout. That's it. Like as if you didn't even do that. Is the Starbucks drink really worth it? Something to think about. Over-exercising too can stress out your body and put you at higher risk for the overuse injury. And let me tell you, if that happens, you could end up being totally sidelined from exercise for days, weeks, or even longer. So now you're probably wondering, what is the sweet spot? Like, what should I actually do? Try to do a moderate intensity exercise and do it maybe like 5 times a week for a total of 150 to 300 minutes, do the math. And also add some strength training or resistance training into your routine, because you know that will allow your body to build some muscle, develop muscle tone, and you will just look like a sexy beast. Again guys, just to like hit it home, it is very hard to track how many calories you're burning accurately, but it is pretty easy for you to control the amount of calories that you're consuming. So that's why I would recommend to focus more on your diet and what actually goes into your mouth and into your body, instead of trying to control like your exercise and like your burn calorie, whatever track, because it's just gonna be off no matter what. You're not gonna be accurate 100%, and a lot of the times it will actually set you back because of that mentality when you think, oh, like I worked out so hard just now, so now I can go ahead and have that pizza or have that massive meal that, you know, whatever I'm craving, which is not the case. So keep that in mind. Now let's move on to the second potential reason why you're not losing weight, and it's exactly this. You are too consistent. A lot of the times what people do is they stick to the same exact workout routine and do exactly the same amount of reps and sets, and then they also eat the same exact food every day. While it's pretty good to have a consistent routine and schedule, doing too much of the same can actually make it harder for you to lose weight. You hear this all the time. The key to fat loss, the key to having a great body, the key to sticking to a workout routine or nutrition plan is to be consistent. Consistency is key. Consistency is everything. Do things on a regular basis and make it your lifestyle. Great. But what if you're doing the exact same workouts, eating the exact same food every day, but you're not seeing results? What is going on? You seemingly are doing all the right things, right? Well, let me explain what happens. Well, routines and habits can be very beneficial for building momentum and actually being able to stick to your diet and your workout plan, but doing too much of the same exact thing day after day can actually make it harder for you. When you repeat an exercise over and over, and especially if you are doing the exact same number of reps, same number of sets, and you're just completely doing the exact same routine every single day without challenging yourself in any kind of way, it actually becomes easier for you, and what it means is that you're gonna burn less calories while doing that. Now again, you don't have to change your workouts every single day so that way your body keeps being challenged. That's not what I'm talking about here, but mixing up the styles, for instance, doing interval sprints one day and then the next day going on a slow long jog. This will keep your body challenged so your calorie burn doesn't drop. And as for repeating the same menu over and over, well, having the same exact salad for lunch every day will not affect your metabolism, but over time it can get pretty boring. And what does being bored usually lead to? Exactly, to rebellion. So what I would do, I would mix up my meals and add variety of food so that way I don't get stuck in a rut. And here's how you can do this. Let's say one day you have a chicken salad for lunch and then the next you go for hummus and a veggie wrap. There you go. Healthy options, portion control, and moderation is formula for success. Trust me. Write it down on a piece of paper, put it in your notes. I don't know, post it on like a mirror so that way you can see it every day. This is exactly how you can control your calorie intake and successfully stick to your nutrition plan. The third reason is all or nothing mentality. Look, committing yourself to a healthy lifestyle is key to successful weight loss and being able to maintain it for life, but standards that are too high can be actually hard to stick with and potentially backfire too. The feeling that you have to eat 100% all the time and eliminate actually like foods that you like pizza, chocolate, ice cream, can actually end up making you want them even more. And trust me when I say this, there's a pretty good chance you'll end up caving to your temptations by binging, followed by feelings of regret, and possibly abandoning your weight loss goals altogether. A much better way is to choose a moderate approach that is easier to stick to in the long run. And for that, I highly suggest you check out my video on how to eat your favorite foods and lose weight at the same time. It's going to be linked in the cards and in the end, also in the description box below. I go a lot more in detail on how to include your favorite foods into your dieting plan without feeling of deprivation from those foods, yet also being on track with your weight loss goals. And same goes with exercise. Instead of forcing yourself to work out every single day, make sure to give yourself days of rest in between of each session so that way you can actually get excited about your next workout. And the last reason that I wanted to address here is you're probably way too stressed out. Stress isn't just emotionally taxing, but it can also affect your weight loss efforts for sure. Studies show that people with higher levels of cortisol in their body are more likely to be overweight and have higher abdominal fat compared to people with lower cortisol levels. And there are plenty of reasons why. Unchecked stress can actually trigger you to snack more and go for comforting foods that are usually higher in calories, higher in saturated fats, and refined carbs, which in turn slows down your metabolism and makes your body burn fewer calories than normal. And I get it, some people like to go work out to release that tension in their body, which is great, don't get me wrong, but again, only unless it doesn't make you feel hungry afterwards to the point where you want to eat more than you normally do, in which case, try to opt for something else. If you're struggling with stress on a regular basis, try to work some relaxation methods into your day-to-day. Maybe try meditation practice or some breathing exercises. It's very calming and centering and really good for your body too. There's plenty of really good benefits. I made a video on that. If you're curious, check it out. But it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to do it for 30 minutes or an hour. All you have to do is just start with 5 minutes. That's it. Also, opting for some yoga, walking, or even jump roping can be really good stress outlets too. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new. Here's a playlist that you might like. This is a video that I mentioned before, and that's it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.